Hello, it's NovaTheLust here, and welcome to my Bakal raid guide video. Okay, once the raid starts, you can press insert button to see the map. Green party usually goes to the mid lane. Red party usually goes to top. Yellow party usually goes to bottom. You can see 4 monsters are blocking each gate. Once you defeat those monsters blocking the way, you can enter the dragons or Bakal. Once green party enters the Basilisk, the first dragon will be awakened. Then remaining party needs to gain a buff to enter those boss monsters. So say like Skasha awakes, one party needs to defeat Blona. Let's say red party is going to kill the Blona, then yellow party needs to go kill Wise, which has the 3 dragons buff immune, and then they can go enter Gatekeeper and defeat that. Once the raid starts, either tank or brute will block each pass. The goal is to defeat them before they reach to the base. Once they reach the base, Bakal's rage percent will increase. Once Bakal's rage increases to 100%, the raid will fail. Tank doesn't really have a gimmick. I guess you just need to be careful if you're targeted by the cannonball, just stay away from your team for a bit. Brute does have some gimmick, as you can see in the video. Once he charged to the other side, then you just make your pass to the other side and wait for him to crash into it. Then after a while he will try to run away. You can use that arrow to drag him. If you actually get those bar to max, then he will get stunned for a few seconds. But you can also just ignore that gimmick and then let him go into the other room. Then you just finish him off in the other room. Okay, so first Gatekeeper, Basilisk. Usually you just burst him down from the start. As you can see, there are some bar around you. Once that gets full, you get stunned. Once this gimmick starts, you need to find the pillar, break that, and that has the orb in it. Obtain that orb. If you obtain it, you will see the blue aura around you, and then you just walk into him, and as you can see, you get bounced back. Then you just go around, find another pillar, break it. Yeah, do the same until the count becomes 0. So next Guardian, Nympha. Before you enter this boss, you could ask your teammate how to do this gimmick, as in like there's an order to do it. Some people prefer starting from the top to bottom, and some people prefer starting from the mid, then top and bottom. So you can just ask them where to start. As you can see in the video, once this gimmick starts, and you just need to stay inside those circle with your color on it and make it disappear, and move on to the other circle until they all disappear. This gimmick will most likely repeat 3 times. Oh, and I forgot to add in the video, but there's another berserk gimmick. She will summon lots of flower, and you just need to go around the map and just reduce that. I think you need to remove 30 flowers in total. It's not that hard, so I just skipped it. But this one, as you can see, yeah, it can actually fail a lot if you don't make an order to do it. So next Gatekeeper, Blona. Usually she's too tanky to burst it down, so you have to wait for her gimmick. One party member needs to go into her cocoon by staying in the middle yellow circle. Usually Satyr goes in there by themselves. Inside her cocoon, what you need to do is go around the map and clear the small cocoon. Then make the spiders follow into the same color circle. When this gimmick starts, you're actually meant to run into her and make those spiders crush into her. But yeah, I forgot to do that. I just tried to dodge it. To do this gimmick, you're actually meant to unmatch the color. At first I accidentally tried to match the color, then I realized it's the different gimmick, so I quickly tried to do it, but it failed. But yeah, you're actually meant to unmatch the color for that one. Then for her berserk gimmick, this one you need to match the color. Do one at a time and then free your teammate. Once you free your teammate, she'll get small grog. Okay, last gatekeeper, Gherda. Easiest gatekeeper, to be honest. What you need to do is you just stay inside her blue circle. Whenever it's necessary, jump into the small flowers around you. Hit X mark when it goes into white spot. If you don't remove those flowers, it will turn into dragon and try to attack you. When her berserk gimmick starts, you just need to remove the flowers around the map. Once you go around the map and remove 20 flowers, then she will go into small grog. That's when you can actually start bursting. So next monster, Steitze. Once you defeat Steitze, you get a immune buff to one of the dragon. If you see small yellow circle around you, stay near the spear to remove the lightning. For his groggy gimmick, go around the map, find the green spot. Stay inside that green spot to obtain yellow circle. Then stay near his spear to remove his spears. Once you remove all the spears, then he will go into grog. But in this video, we were shot by one. Next we have a Swan. He's exactly same as Total War. You can either burst him down or wait for his groggy. Defeating Swan will give you same as Steitze, 1 dragon immune buff. Okay, so last mini boss, Eclair. She has 3 gimmicks that you need to be careful. She will ride onto her partner dragon and she goes invulnerable. So stay around the edge of the map, but not too close to the map. Don't get sucked into the middle and avoid the small wind waves. Then when the gimmick is about to finish, you go into the middle. Then she will force you to use quick rebound. Hold on to quick rebound. she will consistently use lightning. Go behind her and stay near her, then eventually a lightning will strike her. Do that 3 times. When this gimmick starts, one of your party member will get yellow aura around them. Stay near them, and after a while, all the members besides him will get frozen. Then he will need to go around the member, grab them, and once the gimmick is about to end, jump into that tornado to dodge her attack. Okay, so the first dragon we have is Hisma. Hisma, you just need to stay alive for a bit. Whenever he attacks, he makes that circle. You stay inside the yellow one, it's a safe spot, and you also get your damage increased to him. But you also receive more damage from him, so if you can avoid his attack all the time, then try to stay inside that so you can do more damage to him when the time comes. If you see that small yellow circle around you, try to stay edge of the map. For phase 1 Berserk gimmick, he will stay in the middle and starts roaring. You can actually use Apple and deal some damage here. But if you look at the bottom, you will see the gauge going up. Before that gauge is filled, you have to run to the next room. If you don't make it to the next room, then it will instantly kill you. For phase 2, you just need to stay alive and wait for its berserk. When he berserk, he will make shock waves around the map. You need to find the safe spot and stay there. When the gimmick is almost over, there will be a green circle spot. You need to run into it. Then he'll go into small grog. Okay, next dragon we have is Skasha. Skasha, it has a little bit of Total War's gimmick, like you can just stay behind him and you get to dodge most of his attacks. The difference is that if you get frozen, then your party member needs to attack you to save you. And even if you get frozen, you still get damage from him. So it's actually important for you to save your teammate. Otherwise they will just get killed. If you look at the map, there is like a small package delivering for you. Once you pick that up, you can just tap. Then it will make that small green area. If you stay near that area, your coldness will decrease. For certain gimmicks, that thing will be handy. Bitter Cold. When this gimmick happens, you need to watch out for your chillness gauge. When the gimmick is almost about to end, then you max the gauge out and freeze yourself to avoid his map wipe attack. And in phase 2, when he dives into ice, there will be small ice waves. You just need to try to find a safe spot and avoid those. After those jumps are over, then you can see this whole map getting targeted. Then there will be a small pillars summoned around the map. You need to go behind it to avoid his breath. Okay, when this berserk happens, you just need to run to the other side of the map. But when screen becomes a bit darker, you need to stay behind the pillar to avoid his storm, and then try to rush to the other side when the storm stops. Once you make to the other room, then you can do DPS, and soon When the gimmick is over, it'll be a groggy time. Now, the last dragon, Spirazzi. Spirazzi is honestly nothing. You just, as you enter, you just wait for its gimmick to start. What you need to do is you need to go outside the map, then collect all the poison. Try to collect all the poison. After first gimmick is over, you will do more damage to him. So that's when you start using your awakenings. And when he breathes poison like that, just stay away from him. In phase 2, it will be similar to phase 1. He'll make you go outside the map and collect the poison, but difference is it will make you into death state. It will make your screen turn gray. That means you're actually dead, so you need to go around the map and try to find gigantic red orb. Then you come back to life. While you are in death state, you actually deal more damage to him. Okay, lastly we have Bakal. Bakal has phase 1 and 2. So let's see the phase 1 gimmick first. Okay, so most important thing in Bakal in any phase is not to drop a meteor in a Bakal's room. So if you have a look at closely, 2 of the party members will get meteors around them. Those people can actually get up from the room, and eventually the room that person is in will get a meteor dropped. That meteor can easily wipe out the whole entire party, so make sure you don't drop into Bakal's room. When you drop a meteor, try to make them drop into corner of the map, as in you go outside the map, try to go to the room that's far away from Bakal. And when you see the screen becoming red, get out before the meteor drops on the ground, so you can avoid the damage. Bakal is all about survival. You just wait until he does gimmicks. Okay, so his first gimmick, Dragon Spirit. When this gimmick happens, run outside the map. Then you defeat these little monsters he summons. Once you kill them, you can obtain those red flame circles. While you do this gimmick, some people will get targeted by a meteor. Those people need to go to the empty room, make the meteor drop, and then go into the other room to defeat those monsters. Once you collect all 18 souls or red flame, you are done with the gimmick and you will get increase in damage. Next gimmick, Blazing Flame. So again, 2 persons are targeted by meteors. Those people can get outside the room. First they need to go to the empty room, make the meteor drop, and run into the blinking red marked map. Once those two are over, then the next two person will get targeted by the meteor. So you need to go outside the other room, make the meteor drop. Then what you need to do from this map is to attack the ball on the other side and drag that into the middle of the map. If that red circle gets hit by the meteor and the flames, it will get resetted.
이제 진짜 역사 공부를 시켜주지.
Okay, next gimmick we have is a dragon brand. When this gimmick starts, there are 4 marks around the map. Soon enough, you'll have a circle with one of those marks. That's the mark that you need to obtain. But do be careful because some people will get targeted by meteor. And if the meteor drops on the room that has a mark on it, then the mark will be disappeared. If those marks disappears, that means you failed the gimmick. So make sure if you're targeted by a meteor, go to the empty room, make the meteor drop, then go to your mark and stay around that until the gimmick is over. Okay, so next gimmick, Karmic Flames. When this gimmick starts, one person will get the red aura around them. That person can't get out from the room. Once you get out from the room, there will be a few places with the red blinking marks on it. You need to go around there and then have a look at the map. So to complete this gimmick, what you need to do is you need to obtain 3 small orbs around the map. Once you get 3 orbs, you will actually get frozen and then get targeted by meteor. But you have to make sure that once you get frozen, there are no small flames around the map. So what that means is, as for example, there is a room with 4 flames in it. You take 3 off from that room, that means it's a fail. So what you need to do is you need to take either 1 or 2 small orbs from that room and then go to the other room, and if you took 2 off and the next room has 1 off in there, you take that off and you get frozen. And then the next person can come to you, save you. And the next person needs to do what you did before. Lastly, Dragon Arena. When this happens, there is a sword in the middle. You stay near that sword and one person will fight Bakal alone. The other people need to go outside the room. And their job is to defeat those monsters and obtain the flames. They can stop the count to become 100. The phase will fail if the count goes to 100 or the person in the middle dies. Now for phase 2. He's going to do the similar gimmicks, but few things have changed. Most important thing is, again, not to drop a meteor in the Bakal's room. His first gimmick, receive your king in the flames. He goes invulnerable and he's going to shoot out some fire. Just need to stay in the safe spot and wait for the gimmick to end. Okay, so in the second phase, this dragon brand actually changed. The map is all question marks, so you need to go around the map and have a look which one has your mark. It's same as before. Few people will get targeted by the meteor, so make sure the meteor drops on the room that doesn't have a mark in it. Once you actually obtain the mark, then that place will become the empty room, so you can actually make the meteor drop in that one. Once you obtain the mark, then you have to go back to Bakal's room, and as you can see on the floor there is a mark on it. You need to step on that and then obtain the invincible shield. Forged blade. This is when you can actually do some DPS. Once you use all your skill and you damage him enough, all your skill get reset except for the awakenings. So you could pop Apple here, but you can also wait for the gimmick to end and then you can Apple. Closely, there is a Earth Strike. That's like a Earth Tremor. So you just need to jump when the bar is almost filled to avoid the explosion. Once he jumps into the middle, then you need to go outside the room, left or right. If you go to right, then you need to go kill the monster and go anti-clockwise. Once you defeat all those monsters, you get a damage increased. Okay, next gimmick is going to kidnap one of you. You need to go to where he ran away and attack him to free your teammate. Obey your king. When this happens, one person needs to stay in the middle and that person will fight Bakal 1v1. The other people need to go outside the circle and then try not to drop a meteor to the person in the middle. During this fight, he will cast the Earth Strike again. Just like before, when that thing's almost filled, you just need to jump to avoid the attack. Alright, lastly, his rune pattern. When this happens, look at what your position is. There are 9 runes that you need to clear. Each of the runes are on like player's order. So in my case, I'm player 4, so that's a 4th rune. And my next rune will be the 8th one. So you need to look at the map and go to your first one, then type ready, and once everyone's ready, the player 1 will activate the rune. It's actually important not to hit it right away. Wait till it's almost time up, like the bar is almost run out, then you activate it, and then you quickly run into your next rune and wait there. And again, give a little bit of time for the next person to get to the rune and then activate it. Well, that is it for Bakal Raid Guide. Thank you guys for watching and hope this video helps. Alright, good luck on your raid runs.